Hello, my kinder and first leaders. Welcome to April week number 1. This week, I have a couple of reminders for you guys. One, that we have Easter service next week in the amphitheater. And so we will not have any elementary children upstairs. However, we do still need some help with the younger children down. And so if you are still able, it would be awesome to work down with the 4s and under, because we are going to be taking over the auditorium with those children, and there's going to be a lot of them and stuff. And so with that, we also have an 8 a.m. volunteer service. And so if you are volunteering with those younger children during the actual Easter at the amphitheater service, and then so you can actually go to the 8 o'clock in the morning and then serve, so that way you still get the whole sermon experience and whatnot. Then the parents will come and pick up and everything, all the children, then head over to the hill for the big Easter egg hunt that we're going to do on there. And so anyway, if you're able to do that, we would love to have you guys. Please contact me or Lauren, and we would love to get you plugged in there. Now, this first activity, what we're talking about this month is we're really talking about humility. Putting others first by giving up what you think that you deserve is what it's all about. And so with this, we're looking at Philippians 2:3. Don't do anything to get ahead. Don't do it because you're proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. And so with this, it's a idea of a community garden. And so we're going to be having a little more of like a plant idea that's going to go on and whatnot with this. But with the community garden, anyone has access to it, and people go in and work together to build a beautiful garden. And so it's all about putting others first and thinking about the big kingdom or community that's around it. And so with this, we're starting with the Bible story of Palm Sunday, Jesus coming in, but also how Jesus washes the disciples' feet. And so how he was putting others first in those moments and instances. And today's bottom line, Jesus puts others first. That simple, right? So this first activity, we have an activity page for you guys. And basically what they do is they cut out part of this activity page. And while they're doing that, you have it's like a leaf thing. The leaf goes along with the garden. And basically what we're doing is, you're asking them some questions about leaves and stuff like that, but there's also some prompts and stuff to go along with that. And so go through that with your children as they try to understand and start connecting things with gardens, okay? Now, this next one, we have a 2 together activity page, cards and hula hoops. Basically, you're going to have 2 cards that go together, and it's like peanut butter, jelly, water, and soap, and things like that. And so what you're going to do is distribute those and make sure that, it has the easy way to do it here is to put them in groups of 4, and they can all stand like around a hula hoop or something so that they can identify who's in their 4. And when you say go, they're supposed to look at their card and then go ahead and say whatever's on their card, right? And then they're trying to find the match of whatever goes with that card. And so, for instance, if I'm saying peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter, then I'm looking for the jelly person, and that's who I'm supposed to identify in the group. And so when they do all that, do a couple of turns. There is no turns to where only like one kid does it at a time, but instead everyone goes all at the same time. And so it'll be a big, fun, big group activity for you guys to try to find the pairs that go well together, okay? And with this, you can transition into today's story. Jesus put 2 things together that didn't seem to go together, and that was like, he's a king, right? And then feet. Like, what? And so it'll be really fun as you transition into a large group with that. Then what we're going to do is open our Bibles, take those Palm Prompts activity pages from the very first activity, and we're going to go ahead and unpack that phrase, right? Value others more than yourselves. And when you do that, you're going to distribute these things, the palm fronds, and set those out with the markers or pencils and guide the children to draw or write their favorite thing about Jesus on those, okay? And so that's the prompt that you want to write on those different leaf things that they already cut out, okay? And so what is their favorite thing about Jesus, right? And then they make it personal, like write or draw something about your favorite thing about Jesus too, so that you can do it. But as you do that, you kind of go through like, okay, so Jesus was putting others first. He was very humble. He loved other people. And that's one thing that we can all love about him, right? Like that he put us first, right? He's God, and he came down from heaven just to get to know us, just to save us from our sin and ourselves. Then you're going to go to prayer. And during prayer, you're going to let them have those leaves and really thank God and pray over those leaves as well. Like, thank you, Lord, that you are, and then whatever they wrote on their leaf kind of thing. Maybe even do like let the children go ahead and say what is on their leaf as they pray. And so kind of pray together and do those things together. I think that'll be really fun. Then there is an other first activities page, and this one is going to, it has a lot of ingredients, but basically you're like making like a soapy, Play-Doh-y type thingamajig. Okay, and so you're gonna get the children into groups of 4 or 5. For each group, you'll have some ingredients that go into a bowl, okay? And with this bowl, it'll have like cornstarch, dish soap, oil, all that basically. And you're gonna have them all take turns mixing and stirring it and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, like, you're using all these different ingredients to make something really cool out of it. And again, that goes back to putting others first in the sense of like, we are all in this together, right? We are all working together for a common goal. And so all of this, it just goes back to community and what is community and working together as a community. Why? Because we need each other, right? We need each other to lift each other up and love each other. And that's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for all that you guys do. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.